Oh, look, there's our Chief Justice there. Isn't that fun? Admirals are extolled for standing still or doing nothing with a deal of skill. Which was oddly somewhat true for many of the generals in this time. You were still largely, not entirely across Europe, but largely your commission in the army was based on your social standing. And a lot of times they just promoted people who were noble and had no skill at what they were doing. So they get, all these praises and laudits for just standing there, and not so much for the attack. Now, obviously, there are exceptions to that, and there certainly were, later on in this period, military schools where young men, young noblemen, and so on would go to be trained and actually have some grasp of command. But in a larger sense, occasionally you had people who were pretty much just given a job just because they were there. Which is not unlike how I played Crusader Kings from time to time. Okay. Well, not really much to speak of in terms of setup, so let's just, I'm not gonna bother, pausing the game to do that. So let's just get this squared, line you up, and we'll take 2 of these, put you over there, and we'll do control, actually I'll do control 4. Take these 2, stick them over here, oops, stick them over here, control 5, and then go 1, 2, nope, 1, 2, damn it game, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 3, and general at back center. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna kick it down here into slow for a second and see what they've got. They've got those mortars, which might prove to be a problem. They've got a general unit who is on elephants. I did not know Indian generals had elephants. This is concerning. So I'm not going to send the horse in against them at all. I'm going to rely on just strict military discipline for this one, and kind of pivot our army on a fulcrum here. Like that. And then like that. And take this unit of horse on the far side. We're going to run you over this way if at all possible. Oh dear. We are being mortared. Well, that's certainly a bother. To be fair, though, I've never really used mortars much. I mostly stick with your standard, big gun style of cannon, and not any of the specialty cannon. But I don't think the mortars can fire canisters. There's not really any danger of just walking up into their face. And also, I imagine that there's a sweet spot, just from how mortars actually work in reality, there's a sweet spot where if you get too close, they can't do anything. And there's a nice big range, and then you're obviously too far away. But I imagine that these are going to be fairly similar in that respect to how mortars actually work. So we are going to try and take advantage of that. Also take advantage of the fact that they're nailed to the ground. It is odd commenting on bits of artillery and whatnot that I've not really used personally. So take what I say at the moment with a grain of salt. Because it might not be true. And you guys like that. Oh, hey, 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 oh. No, no, no. You guys form up that line. Form up that line. Like that. Oh, hello! Hello, fire shot. You make me sad and scared. Looks like they're not bothering to move their, looks like they're actually just leaving their, people undefended. Except for the general's bodyguard, who seems to just be running around like a crazy person. I have to wonder what the lovely people of Glasgow, Scotland, think of having elephants around. Wouldn't imagine at this point most of the people of Glasgow have seen elephants before, but there you have it. Elephants in Scotland. Thankfully, though, most of this, most of the artillery fire doesn't seem to be terribly effective. What are you doing over here? What is this? What exactly are you planning on accomplishing? I need you guys, and I need you guys to run over this way, so the elephants don't come after you. Because I think the elephants, have a frighten effect or some such on the, on horses, because, you know, they're big, they're smelly, and they, are rather a bit more intimidating than horses are. Okay. Let's move you up on them. That, and move you up there as well. And you lot, I want to rotate around this way, quick as you can, and see if I can't get some shots off on the elephants before everything goes crazy. 5, that's the one for those horses. Aha, I found it. Move you guys off quick as you can, please. General's trying some sort of odd flanking maneuver. Everyone run before the fire kills everyone. 3. Oh, Christ, they've got cannon on elephants. Right, well, advance up. Make your targets, lads. Shoot them and make it count. Take that, Dumbo! You are no match for English arms. Actually, at this point, you guys, because I'm certain that a horse can outrun an elephant. I'm not certain it's a good idea to send one up against the other, but I'm certain it will work. Horses, if you wouldn't mind hurrying up a touch. You are the strike force to run down retreating enemies, and you're not doing your job. Okay. So having disabled those cannon, our next course of action is to take the second line, move them up like that, take the first line, move them in like that. Very good, we've got the general killed. That's what you get for invading England. Nasty bugger. And yeah, we took some casualties doing that, though. I imagine some of the horses got trampled. But 10 men is worth it. We'll take out the enemy general. Okay, let's take Unit 5. Actually, take all of you and deploy you around like that. Take you, 5th horse, and put you like that. Take 4th horse. Come on. Thank you. And we'll run you up into the town. General, I want you up here as well. Now, quick as you can, lads, get into position. Oh, look, they've made another blob of troops. Truly the most effective of formations, where everyone's running around and no one knows what's going on. You guys to run to your position, please. Okay. How are we doing, kiddos? How's morale for everyone? Pretty good. Okay. And we're gonna sneak you guys around that house. General, if you wouldn't mind maybe putting a little bit of hustle into it, we would be all very much appreciative of your endeavors. Let us move you guys forward. Move you like that. Unit 1. Oops. Move you like that. Nope. Like that. Oh look, they've gone and made a line. How cute. Quick march, lads. Wheel around the Indians. Catch them on the flank. You are going to take some casualties. 36th Regiment of Foot. But know that you die for a noble cause. Doing what I told you. Alright, lads. Let's get some fire into them. Second rank. Fire! Third rank. Right, very good. Got them running. Can't really catch them though, or have no hope to doing so. General, move you up. Horse, let's move you up here onto the pivot. And march. And oops. All of you, please. Oh, merciful heavens, like that. Quick. 3rd Battalion. Move you forward. 5th Horse. Move you up. First, swing forward. Leg it. You lot-headed. Oh god, they're all caught in the crossfire. Absolutely brilliant. Quick step. Let's get them hemmed in. Horse. I want you over here to run down any retreating forces. Like these guys. If you would be so kind. You lot. you anchored up off of this, after off their corner. Four. Run those down, please. Fifth. I love this just like horseshoe of death that I have created. Oops. Just want regular speed then. Okay, firing down their line. You attacking in on those guys. I want you lot running out here to intercept as well. Okay, looks like we've got them all running. So let's do what we can. Certainly continue. So we've got troops to mop up. Things to do, people to kill. General, let's... okay. All of you, ceasefire. Third. There we go, so we don't accidentally kill anybody. Because that would be dreadful, wouldn't it? Okay. Bring you up this way. Bring you lot down this way as well. Pop up everything you can. That went actually very well. Very pleased with that. Always nice going into battles where you're pretty much guaranteed to win. Okay. Try to make sure as few units escape as possible. You lots. 12 there. Got 4 there. Where's that 5th? Get up there. And we'll kick it into fast mode. Alrighty. So hopefully, and I feel like I'm jinxing myself by saying this, that'll be the last... Thank you. Last Marathon invasion for some time. Though I will keep a force in Britain just in case. Maybe I'll put a fort or kind of garrison them near Glasgow. Oh, already had that. And Mr. Skinner has gained a positive trait. Fantastic. I'm actually going to undo the heals on these guys. Give me that money back. So I'm going to fix up Glasgow. Construction, fix. And Mr. Skinner, why don't you press your advantage? Cross the sea and head into Dublin. Of course they're not taxing them. So you don't even know how to run a proper country. You tax people. That's how you do it. Don't even know how to properly invade somebody. You invade, and then you jack up the taxes. Because it's their money that you're stealing, not your own. Okay. So, the rest of this particular part... maybe set up this conflict here. And we'll do one more end turn, why the hell not? Hopefully nothing terribly new or dangerous will occur. Yeah, autocalc. I knew that one was coming. Okay, yeah, that was the army at Chickasaw. Yeah, lost that. We've got the spinning mule. Damned if I know what that is. What is that? Uh, some sort of... What is it? What did we research? Where is it? Made weaving better. Okay. So it's gotta be in the weaving bracket. Oh, there it is. Okay. Um, so now we can actually build more things that I can't afford. Hooray! Okay, yes, thank you. Okay, so we've got the Parliament building complete. Very good. I am going to run through these really quick. Who are you? Who are you? You a minister? You are. Excellent, you've gained a trait that makes you more competent. And we've got some more territories that have emerged. Okay, do a couple more things here just to polish off, and then we'll get started. Or end this particular part. Sorry, not get started. We've already been started. We've been started for quite some time. Autocalc, give me back Ireland. Go away. Fix that. Do. Fix that. Okay. Going to jump back over here. Actually, no. Sorry. Changed my mind. I'm prone to doing that, as I'm sure you've well noticed by this point. I'm going to get these couple things patched up. Because Bavaria I'm going to use as our primary staging ground for the East. So I want to have this place up in tip-top shape so that I can deploy things. Also, this will give us a happiness bonus, increase the technology rate, and so on. So certainly something worth having. Then I'm going to get these universities back up and running shortly, too. Over here, we have a couple of things we can improve as well. Once I find the time to do that. And let's get you forward. And I'm just going to hold that siege. And that's where I think we'll start for the next turn, is taking back Chickasaw from the Spanish. Yes, you are. You are on a mission down to Florida to convert them to the wonderful word of Protestantism. Okay, I think on that note, having thus spent all of our funds, having one battle lined up, having Britain firmly back in British control, or Britain in its entirety firmly back in British control, I will leave off there. So we are at very nearly halfway through the game, and we have almost 60% of our territories. Major things coming up. 1, the battle at Chickasaw. 2, getting this army patched up and moved on. I'll stick a general in it once they're safely out of the range of Paris, so that we don't have to worry about them getting assassinated. For this one, this army over here, we've got a couple of targets, all of which are fairly well defended. We've got Austria over here, and we've got Prague up here, both of which are fairly well defended. There's also the Prussian territories of Dresden and Berlin. Dresden's slightly less fortified, though I don't think... Are Prussia and Poland still at war? Prussia. They are at war with Poland, so at least we don't have to worry about one supporting the other, ideally, if I were to march through. But I think I'm going to want to... now in a bit of a pickle as to what I want to do, because I'm wary of moving down into France here, largely because if I do that, there's a good chance, I think I've said this already before, but if not, I'll just say it again. Uh, if I move down to here, the Italian states will get all in a tizzy because, oh no, we're encroaching on their territory, um, which will cause problems. Meaning we'll be at war with yet more people, and the Genoese don't bother me except that they have Corsica, and I have no real navy to speak of to get my troops from somewhere over here to Corsica. So that poses a problem. Um, that being said, I don't want to leave this theater completely undefended. Um, so I think my goal is going to be, in the not too distant future, is going to be shoring up defenses here, getting the economy strong enough that I can recruit an additional small army, nothing major, just enough to kind of keep Spain in check, because I'm certain they're going to keep sending forces running across the border. Maybe put a fort, like, here somewhere where I can kind of just move out into wherever Spain decides they want to cause problems. Um, France doesn't really look like they're going to be causing me too many problems either. Um, so I think if I can do that, I can take this army in Paris, ship it to the Eastern Theater to deal with perhaps taking Prussia out of the game for good, or maybe kind of rolling back Poland, because right now this army is kind of stranded with no real hope of support because it's just too damn far away from everything else. And we do have two fairly strong Polish armies here on the border, and I'm not entirely sure that if they both got the idea to come after Munich, that I would be able to hold the city. I'm fairly confident I could defend against one. I am fairly confident I could not defend against both. So I want to get that other army there as soon as possible, slap a general in it, and to some extent take the fight to the Polish. Um, so we don't have to worry about keeping Munich and that kind of odd balance of power we've got going on over here. That being said as well, I'm half interested, if I'm going to be doing that, take out Stuttgart here. Are they allied with anybody? They are allied with Sweden, and I don't want to piss Sweden off. That is your one saving grace, Wittenberg. Is the fact that the one other major power that is in this game that I cannot afford to piss off is Sweden, because they're the only other one that could cause problems, in the sense that they have a navy sufficient enough and probably have troops sufficient enough to be able to invade Britain, and I can't afford to have them be angry at me as well. Uh, Hanover has Denmark. That's interesting. I could actually possibly take out Denmark. Just go over here and take Reykjavik. Um, but yeah, so that's the situation, the game plan as it stands at the moment. So, if you would be so kind as to grace me with your comments as to what you think we should do at this juncture, especially here on the eastern border. I've kind of given you my 2 cents. If you see a better way, please let me know, and I'd be more than happy to take that into consideration and probably to act on it if it does, in fact, seem to be a little bit more balanced of a proposal than I had suggested before. Over here in the New World, the plans are going to be, one, take this out. Two, once we get St. Augustine locked down, actually, yeah, I'm going to have to leave some forces there for a little bit and get the governor's barracks built back up. But once we do that, we are going to move into Louisiana and up here and really remove European, or, well, excepting us, obviously, European influence from the eastern United States for good. And hopefully get some funding going from out of these, because the colonies did help, definitely, with our cash flow problem. But if we can kind of get it completely squared away and get them completely out, and I might just, take this army and just, because there won't really be any resistance at that point, maybe the odd Native American attack that I'll be able to hopefully build up enough of a defense against quick enough that if they take one or two settlements, I can always just rush back and grab them back up again. Um, really, this army is going to be our settlement hop as we move against Spain's territories here in the New World. I'm not going to be really over worried about the Caribbean. If they want Cuba, they can have it. And really, if I lose Jamaica or the Bahamas, I mean, I'll be annoyed. But I'm again, because I've not invested in a navy, which I'm regretting more and more. But because of that, there's no real way for me to effectively defend the Bahamas or to defend Jamaica, other than just recruiting troops out of it. So I think what I'm just going to do is kind of leave the Caribbean to just go and whatever. Um, that being said, though, if I do get control of the say like the Gulf of Mexico here, I might consider investing in building some ships out of the ports here and just going, haha, take Cuba, haha, take Santo Domingo and Hispaniola. So that's the American side of things. We've got the European side of things, and God willing, the creek don't rise. The Marathans have decided, or have been sufficiently pushed back that we don't have to deal with them for a while. Though again, as I said, I will be keeping a force in Britain, essentially permanently now, just in case, and to guard against such an invasion in the future. So, again, blathering on a bit here, but those are the plans that I've kind of see as our best strategy at the moment. Again, if you see any better plans or have any tips or anything of that nature, please, please, please do feel free to let me know, and I will certainly take those into consideration. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the couple of fights that we had today. We're really not progressing that quickly anymore, just because of all the battles that we're getting ourselves into. I know there's a section there where we're just rattling off turn after turn. Got through about a decade in about one part. Not so much now, obviously. So again, comments, I'd appreciate them if at all possible. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a lovely day.